Good. We were having heckin' concerns. We were like, oh no, magic! And then the internet died.
Yeah, we feel like that somebody doesn't want us to find out what's up with that brooch, is what I feel like.
It's fine. Are we back? Maybe come back. Street is come back. Yes, it's back. I understand.
Let me make sure my host is still there.
Oh yeah. Which sucks.
It looks like we're live.
So apparently you guys could hear us. Thanks, Barentor. Sorry. Apparently. Thank you. We are back. I apologize, guys. So, to finish what I was saying to everyone else, my house has multiple floors, and my room is on the top floor. And when the whole internet goes down, I have to go all the way to the basement to reset everything and then come back all the way up.
Ooh.
So,
woohoo!
Got my workout in.
I didn't buy whole internet. I usually just get 2% or skim internet.
Oh, yeah.
All of the taste, but none of the bad stuff.
I mean, I like almond internet, you know?
No, yeah, it's better than soy internet.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Can't put that in coffee. Ugh.
No. I hate all of them. It's fine. I will say... Side note.
Coconut internet.
It's okay. It's okay. So where were we? Oh yes, Javik was.
I was just found out that Javik put my name on the lease. This is super.
On
awkward.
the deed of the property. There ain't no lease here. He owns this building. You put your name on it.
It's super awkward. Go ahead. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even.
I'm just glad he reacts the same way to getting gifts that I do. So this makes me feel a little better.
I feel like we react the same way for different reasons.
Probably.
It's cool. It's cool.
So we were about to see what Javik thought of this shiny toy of yours.
Yes, I think it's magic. Yes. Oh, by the way, how do you spell that noble family's name?
Von Welder. V.
Von Welder with a V.
With the V with a V for Von, and then it's a
Welder.
W. Yeah. I can get you the exact.
I got it. I got it in my notes. Put it in my notes. My notes are important.
Wait, hold on. Okay, good.
There we go.
Ooh, with a 24. He asks, "Do you mind if I hold it? If not, it's entirely understandable. It's your property. I don't."
She'll unpin it, but she's definitely, just. She's looking closely because she is curious.
He kind of takes it in his hands and flips it over, and he kind of starts staring at it very intently, and you see this just slightly heat haze glow coming off of him. More Brenna than probably Ianto, but
she says that it warns her of magic, and that it sort of basically reproduces her witch medallion. She says.
Yes, it definitely seemed. You switch the medallions. Yes.
Does it do anything else then?
She could be 30 seconds.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm kind of like looking over.
Russian magic could get bad magic.
Sometimes
I nod very seriously.
Yes.
Exploding magic, bad magic. He looks it over and he notices, well, it's definitely been magicked. It seems to have some of the same properties as a Witcher medallion. I mean, I haven't actually gone through all of the alchemical processes that or researched them, but I do know a couple of the people involved, and they were very braggy. They were braggy about how they were made, so I know a little bit. are you aware that this is cursed? Or tied to
What?
tied to a curse. Tied to a curse.
What does that mean?
It's not cursed itself, but it's tied to a curse.
I was not aware. This, and she holds up her medallion, did not react to it.
Well, it's
So-
not actually cursed.
If it's not the cursed, it would not react. So yes, no, I did not.
it's-
I was unaware.
It's tied to the curse, and the curse is it's like the monitor for the curse. Yes, that would be the best way to phrase that.
What kind of curse?
I don't know. It's not the curse.
Oh. What does that mean? Is it dangerous?
No, it's like it's like you post a listening spell somewhere, and then you can hear what's going on in the room, but you're in the other room with the receiver for the listening spells. You're not actually.
So there could be a listening spell on this.
No. This is just to like monitor the curse.
This would be the receiver in the
Yes.
example he gave.
Oh. So if some sort of curse triggers, then that will trigger something like this?
No, it's more along the lines. Something's already been cursed, and this is saying that yes, it's still cursed.
All right. So my understanding is that the Lady Witcher said that this is a family heirloom of the Von Velders. So that means some sort of ancient curse, then, that this is monitoring.
Ancient, perhaps.
Not
I mean,
ancient.
probably not ancient. I mean, that's a bit overdone. I would say maybe in the last 7,500 years.
Well, but it won't endanger the Lady Witcher at all.
Oh
will it?
no! It won't have any harm for the Lady Witcher. It's just a monitor for the curse that someone else has placed somewhere else, and it's just like but like a tracker, right? You know that it's going off, and it knows that the curse is still there because it has it ever glowed brighter than it does?
In the presence of magic, monsters, curses, very similar to.
No, I meant the
Anyway.
gem itself. Has it ever
Oh, it's the gem.
shone brighter?
Has it, GM?
Well, you could roll me an awareness as if it was
I would love
retroactive.
to roll a
What?
retroactive awareness. 19.
19. No, 19.
No, 19.
Not that you've ever noticed.
Okay, not that I've noticed, no.
Then you never have been real close to whatever has been cursed. It's just kind of there. Perhaps the curse is further away. Be very intriguing.
Do you think they didn't know?
Who? The Von Welders? Or the person that got cursed?
No, the Von Welders. I mean, they gave this as a gift to her.
Right. Gift.
What? Darling?
It is the gentleman's colours, his signet, and his design. I would perhaps say not gift, as more symbol of liege authority? That'd be a good one.
Brenna's just sipping tea. Like
Wait.
I am.
Like, look, if I have a liegeman and I put him in my livery,
Yes.
and if I have a witcher and I put a
Yes.
giant, very sparkly gem
Yes.
item that matches my colors and tied to some
And
of
the rest of her armor and gear and
gear.
outfit.
Yeah. That looks much more... I mean, darling, it is kind of a noble thing you do. You
Yes,
put
yes.
your mark and say, that's mine.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Yes. Well, darling, this is the one thing that I just can't help but thinking about. That is quite expensive. Do you and apparently it has some magical curse monitoring thing. Do you just give that to a witcher? No offense, Lady Witcher, but I mean, really, I mean, if this is some sort of family heirloom that's been in the family for generations and whatnot, then I don't quite understand why you give it to a witcher. Also, darling, there's problems on the roads. We should.
What kind of problems are on the roads? But I mean, if you were going to be entirely honest, darling, dearest, this is. He kind of looks at Brenna, and then looks at Ianto, and then looks at Brenna, and then looks at Ianto, and then kind of scans the house, and then just goes, I'm sure it has some meaning to the Von Welders. But you were saying that people are dangerous on the road. You were upset. Were you harmed? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right, but I'm still worried about this sort of. I'm just saying, as a jeweler, that's probably 1,000 crowns, and that's not counting the magic. Seems like a lot. Anyway, I was just thinking that we should perhaps speak to the Baron. There's a gang kidnapping nobles and also disrupting trade between here and Belhaven, and that seems. But apparently, my sources, that's what the letters had to speak about, said that this was these bandits might have been how do you say this? Unnatural, perhaps sort of werewolves.
Oh, is that tied to those wargs? Because I really do wish for. Could you bring me a mostly intact warg, madam?
We need a contract, I think. Yes.
Well, yes, but of course I'm going to pay her. That's entirely fine.
I could try. I could do my best.
I think I need. I don't know
internals,
how much of it.
Externals.
Basically, I'm not sure exactly how much of it I need, so as much of it as you can. You know, dead would be preferable because I'm probably going to have to chop it up.
Yes,
a bit, but
it would not be alive.
No, I don't want alive. But I think I do need. You know, I don't know how much of what's going to actually be useful here at the moment. So as much of it as you can get me.
But don't you think we should see if the Baron might pay for this? If this is a group that's menacing the countryside, then perhaps you know.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure, of course, that wait, where to go? I'm sure that Baron Chernoff would be happy to donate to whatever. If you could get him, you know, honestly, if you could get some things away, spend some time away from Firmin, but
I think love is lovely, so.
Yes, but I don't disagree. All of it is fine. I'm merely saying that, you know, has anyone seen the man actually do any business in the last 3 weeks? No.
Well, no, but festivals. Anyway, the point is that this seems like a bit of a big deal with bandits and whatnot, and they've apparently disrupted my trade. So perhaps the Baron might do something about it.
Well, then fine, go ask the Baron. But I'm also going to encourage this Lady Witcher if she'll bring me a full place ward. Ooh, do you think there are werewolves? Do you think you could get me a werewolf?
Sounds like werewolf. Would you prefer? My horse can only carry so much. Werewolf or warg, if you had to pick, or if there are specific parts.
Well, I'll take just the pelts of a werewolf, and I'll take the majority of the warg. The warg probably has more, you know.
Well,
the werewolf is just cursed, as opposed to like the warg, which is an inherently magical species, and therefore obviously.
If the werewolf does not revert back to human form.
Yes, if the werewolf does not revert back to human, I prefer a portion of the pelt. I mean, but the warg is an inherently magical species, and therefore would have much more abilities to work within alchemical processes, and therefore you know.
Rather than just cursed, yes.
Exactly, of course.
So I have a dwarven friend who.
Ardzo! He is a fabulous person, and I need to go see him. Remind me, I need to go see him. He has the best brewery nearby.
I was going to take the Lady Witcher there because I think that he makes some of those sort of anti-werewolf or whatnot things.
You take the Lady Witcher to Ardzo and get all of those things, and I'll go get I'll go talk to the Baron and get you a nice price and all of that money and all of those things. And we'll see you sometime later this evening.
It's a festival, yes.
Yes. Dear?
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. What did you break?
Nothing.
Usually that phrase and it's like that way is like something.
I know. I just love you. That's all.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Well then, dead persons, I love you too. Don't get cursed and don't get dead.
Darling, you're. I feel like you're trying to tell me that you just wouldn't give that brooch to someone for no reason, just for service. So, like, if you've done service with them, just as a matter of course, you wouldn't just give that to someone just for regular service.
It would really depend on one's definition of service.
All right.
I mean, look, you have a level of... You don't give, like, a full set of armor to just, a soldier in your employ, right? You have to have somebody of quality and trust and bond and someone you can have an understanding with. And he kind of glances around the house again and just shakes his head. It's like, all right, well, I have... Oh. What? Shite. And he kind of runs into his work chamber just as long as you
Don't die!
Oh. Well, it didn't blow up! Well, but I think we're gonna... And you start to smell this smell of rotten eggs.
Dear, I'm going to go and take the Lady Witcher to Ardzo, and... I left a small cask of the honey wine that you liked in the cellar.
That's very good! I will not drink at the moment because I don't think I can feel my tongue.
Oh, dear. All right, well, don't die. Talk to the Baron for us, and we'll be back later. I'm going to show the Lady Witcher the area.
Certainly. Happy to. See you later. Bye.
All right. And I walk out with Brenna, and clearly I'm distressed about something. Probably many things. Clearly. Although, I don't know. You don't have human empathy, probably. You don't know. You're a Witcher. Like, what is your empathy? -2?
No, it's in the positives. By like 3.
I'm going to take you to Ardzo to get you some sort of oils or ointments or whatever sort of killing monster sort of things you need.
I will need some cursed oil and moon dust bombs.
Yes.
I could do the crafting myself, but I am not an expert. Like it sounds like this Ardzo is.
Yes, he's very good at all sorts of making all sorts
and he
of
was
things.
Quite pleasant last night. So.
Yes, he's lovely. Shall we ride? Your horse is in our stable.
Yes, Confidant would most likely enjoy getting out of the stable.
Yes. Come, let me show you the way. We have a while before the ceremony, and I want to introduce you to Ardzo a bit better and make sure you get whatever you need. And ask me a few questions. So, might I ask, this was given to you by Lord von Welder, is that right?
Yes, yes, the Lord.
Uh-huh. Is he married?
Yes, he actually just recently, as in the past few years, 3 years ago, married, remarried his wife. When I was serving there, she unfortunately passed a few years back.
So
and
were you having an affair with him then? Is that what happened?
She doesn't say anything. Are we at the stables yet?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I imagine we're already with our horses.
And then she'd be like, "Oh, Confidant," and kind of just give them the scritches as settling up. I'm sorry, what?
Were you having an affair with him? It was like after his first wife, before his second, or?
That is a very
personal question. Yes, I know. I ask personal questions.
I've noticed.
Also, I'm just
cinching up the girth.
Get my horse. Also, I'm just concerned. It's a bit
concerned.
Odd. Yes.
Why would you be concerned?
I think you know why I'm concerned.
No. I do not know why you would be concerned.
Well, once we get on our horses and get a little bit further out of town, and I will explain it in great detail. Because I'm your brother, of course I'm concerned. I don't like the I want to just make sure that this is some sort of, that this is because you're having some sort of affair rather than something nefarious. That's all. I mean, if you're having an affair, that would make sense. And then if you were desperate in love with the Lord, then he would give you this thing, and then I would be less concerned about your safety.
Just Pat's confidant. It is nothing nefarious.
But here's my concern. If you were not having an affair or did not do anything to warrant getting such a gift that you are aware of, then that means it probably is nefarious. People don't give things like that for no reason. And so if you don't know a reason, then there is a reason that you don't know of, and that concerns me as your older brother.
It is not an unknown reason.
Ah, all right then. So, what is it?
It is not nefarious. It is... I've worked very diligently for the von Wedler family. I've saved lives.
So, you do not know my love very well, Javik.
No, I do not.
But what he was saying was that clearly something was going on. So it's not really just due diligence.
Does Javik... She's like, your lover, my brother? We'll just stick with his name. Does he... Is he very social? Gets about in social circles often? Toussaint? Does he travel frequently?
He teleports all sorts of places.
And then you see a look on her face that just breaks the Witcher ice for a moment of course he does. Like, that explains.
I mean, he's not going to take a horse all the way up to Redania, of course. I mean...
No, of course not. Who would do such a thing?
People who are not magic users, of course, but wizards... well, so...
Only mages. Witches cannot teleport.
Well, look, I just want to make sure you're safe.
I may have been involved with the Baron for a period of time.
All right. Please know, I would never judge you for that sort of thing.
Is he judging me? Is he judging me?
Also, is she telling me the truth?
11! Is he judging me?
Human perception. I just want to see whether or not, 20, is she being honest?
So here's the thing.
Empathy difference.
That empathy difference.
He judging me?
So here's the thing.
Is my sister lying to me? Is she my sister? Is she a con man? Go ahead.
Yes, he's judging you.
I'm not judging her.
I knew he was judging me.
No, I'm not judging you. Let me put it this way. I am surprisingly fine, perhaps distressingly fine with any sort of adultery. Like, really, there's like... There may be something going on, but it probably doesn't have, like, I don't...
You're judging
Let's
me.
just say it's complicated. I wouldn't say that I'm judging you.
You're judging
I would
me.
say I don't care about things like that, but there might be something going on.
He's
being
playing an
judged.
older brother actually
Yes.
judging when he says he's not judging, and he actually is engaging in the same behaviors.
That is not even fair, because I'm not married. Like, I am...
Neither
But
is
also-
Brenna.
That's true, but... Wait, are you telling me that Javik's married? Hold on a second. What's going on here? No. Like, I don't care about infidelity. It's just that, I just want to make sure that she's okay. And also, our mom had an affair with her dad. So that's a little bit complicated. But the point is, I'm not judging her. Like, she can have as much sex as she wants.
Brenna
Not-
feels judged.
Brenna feels judged. She is not lying to you. She may not be telling you everything, but she did meet you less than 24 hours ago, and you're being a little
care.
creepy.
I have been
Also,
looking for her for like 6
she. The only thing is that he's a count, not a baron. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, count.
he's a little bit more higher class.
Yeah.
He's a big authority, but
Yeah.
By this point, Ardzo, you can hear this conversation coming to your place of residence.
With its long, awkward pauses and everything. Well, long, awkward pauses on one person's part. I think the other person's.
Shades never came to breakfast.
So Ardzo's taking this as bad news. So he begins to, the stuff that he had laid out, he packs it up, puts all the lids on, and then puts it away in like various different compartments. And he doesn't really recognize the voices. He knows that people are coming, and it's more than one person. So then he just begins to begrudgingly eat cold eggs.
Well, did everything at least end well? Are you in danger? You're not.
I'm fine. I am not in danger. You're on good terms.
Okay, good. You're on good terms. Good. All right. Well, you just have to let me know if I have to do anything.
You don't need to do anything at all whatsoever. It is fine.
All right. You're safe.
I've been invited to many events since then.
All right.
As I said, I'm good friends with the family.
Good.
I taught the sons how to sword fight. It's
all right. I just, sometimes these things can get messy. That's all.
Just a slight eye roll. Just like a.
They can.
What you think it's more for maybe because you have good human perception. It's more for the continuous questions and like insistence that like you won't just accept her word that it's fine.
Yeah, he might be a little bit distrustful of people for some reason. It's just weird. All right then, if you say so. I also should drop this voice. All right, yeah. So it's Ardzo's place, and I think we can get him to make you some oils. Bombs, whatever you need.
I want to see his shackled chickens.
Well, I doubt he uses it for chickens, but don't know what he uses
that
it
is
for.
disappointing.
Yeah. He's a bit of a funny one, but he's a good fella. Wouldn't hurt anybody. So let's go.
He seemed quite fantastic last night.
Ardzo, what does your home in the woods off the river in the middle of nowhere look like?
If you were to enter, there would be lots of different bottles, and it looks like visually they represent some sort of organization, but there are demarcations on all the shelves that he has progressed through several different systems of organization and hasn't settled on any one, but a little bit of all of them. So there's kind of stuff all over of like different bottle colorations, different bottle sizes, maybe like 10 to 12 of his ingredients are alphabetical, and then they switch over to, quantity levels of things. But he has a great idea of where everything is. If he were to be asked, it just looks a bit in disarray. There are lots of his clothes are strewn about various corners of, the entryway. And then there would be, this is like a relatively small, like the shop area is one room. And then you could see the stairs descending into like the area dug out in the basement where like, the back stock would be, or maybe where he would sleep in the basement area and not up in more. So it's just like a small, like one room little cottage with like a basement near like an emerging a rock face, not a mountain or anything, but like a rock that's just like jutting out that he's got the back of his abode to.
This is what you ride up on. This almost probably at one point was a glacier deposited boulder, very large. This house kind of coming off of the side of it, slightly not ramshackle, but leaning.
Ardzo?
Oh, yeah. Who is that?
Sorry, it's me, Ianto.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Sorry, it was the other voice. You know.
Is it
sorry.
just? Is it just you or?
No, I brought my sister.
Oh, yes. Hold on. I'll be right out. Give me a moment to, I'll be there.
Put on your pants.
No, I have the pants. Hold on. Just give 1 minute. And then you hear him like shuffling about some stuff. And he comes out with like, plate clanging around and some silverware, and he'll like come out outside of his. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. How was your day today?
That's a story I should probably tell you at I don't know, different time. My sister here is going to go on a mission to go and kill some bandits.
Bandits, okay.
Which are also then werewolves and
yes,
also
I
then
can't.
wargs.
I shouldn't go around just murdering groups of bandits. That is
No, you
looked
shouldn't.
kindly upon in the Witcher industry.
Right, and many bandits are quite all right, actually.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I know a good amount of people that would, disagree with you, but you are my friend, so I lean a little bit towards the ways that you talk. Also, don't get too close. I started coughing last night, and I'm getting.
I can't get sick, so.
Oh. What it's a doozy. So I just don't want to get any snot on you or cry and have my tears come at you. It's hard. It's a tough cough.
Look, so I think there are a couple of things. First off, may we come in?
Oh, it is a mess. That there's a lot of. I was in the middle of organizing all of my. Ingredients in there. So I have all of my clothes all over the place, and I dropped my eggs. I was eating eggs, and I dropped it, and it's dirty, and there's some mold.
Do you shackle
I was
your
cultivating
chickens?
the mold. Hold on, no, my chickens can roam free.
It's just a rumor around town. I was curious.
What? Who would shackle chick? And then it comes on him. Oh. No, that is something I say so people get off my case. I
was very curious. I wanted to see if there were shackled chickens.
I go from town to town and I ask for shackles because when I buy bulk metals, people look at me funny, and I can use some of the materials. So I mean, as long as you won't tell anybody, I think it'll.
Alchemy requires metals oftentimes, so.
Yeah. So and shackles are pretty affordable. You can kind of reduce them down to the base elements. You know what I mean? So if I can bring you out some eggs here.
So I'm in a bit of a mood.
A bit of a mood? What happened?
Sorry, I'm just sort of stuck in the other Ianto at the moment.
Did somebody hurt you?
No, I just feel like you're not letting us in because you're trying to hide something, and I feel like there's a lot of lies going on right now.
Oh, I want to impress your sister, so I wanted to, it's not, when you have a new person in your home, you want it to look good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, want to get off on the wrong foot.
We met last night. It was lovely. You're one of the nicer people to talk to in this town.
19 human perception.
Does that do, all right, well, here's what you get, sir. I'm not even gonna roll through that fumble.
No, roll it. Maybe I can perceive through it.
Yeah, he's lying to both of you.
Yeah,
doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But when I do pick it up.
And you can tell that, like, Ianto is just, like, super disturbed. Like, he's disturbed already. Like, he's just been disturbed. Like, he's not in a good space. Ardzo, come on.
What? And
Do you have a witcher chained up in there or something?
He doubles down. He's like, "What I am telling you is the truth. I don't want anyone in there right now," which is true.
That's true, but why not? Because I bet it's not me, right? It's her.
I mean,
You've been weird.
I don't know her, so I don't want to give off the, I get nervous, and I don't want anyone else to judge me or really know me that well at all.
I can wait outside if you would prefer.
No.
What do you mean? She offered to wait outside. I think that is reasonable.
So let's just start at the beginning. She needs some moon bombs and curse oil.
Moon dust bombs and
Moon
cursed
dust
oil.
Bombs. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Let me see if I have.
I've heard you are a good alchemist. I know how to do a bit of alchemy, but it sounds like you are far better than I.
At some things, I don't make things for witchers often. I can fumble around some of the recipes that I might have to see if I can make something for you, but my experience is it's not great with things that witchers might need, Mm-hmm. As a healer, I like to kind of specify in that trade, but I'm not saying I can't. I'm saying that I'm not sure. So let me check my book.
Mm-hmm. I would also not mind sharing a bit of information to expand your library of knowledge, if you wish.
But I am a visual person, so if you know and you could write it down for me, that would be very helpful.
Hey Brenna, what's your base awareness?
My base awareness, let's see, 14?
Mm-hmm.
Because, let's see, intelligence, 8 plus 6, 14.
Cool. I'm gonna.
Do I hear some shackled chickens
Yes.
jangling around back there?
Yes.
Dang
I did
it.
not hear shackled chickens.
Do
So
we hear
disappointing.
shackled were chickens?
You don't hear shackled were chickens. There are no were chickens.
But there could be.
But hey, Brenna,
Yeah, what do I hear, see, smell?
can I need a dodge escape from you
Oh,
and
boy.
from Ardzo.
Oh,
and
boy.
From Ianto.
Oh, I don't dodge. What does that mean? I don't dodge.
I need
I dodged.
You did.
I dodged as well.
I have 7 luck. I'm gonna use all of it. I'm gonna use all 7 of my luck. That's what I'm gonna do. Look,
That's how bad your dodge escape is?
I don't do things like that. I sit in nice places and talk to people, and sometimes I'm wearing clothes.
I think you're about to encounter a whole new world.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna just
A whole new world.
I don't know why that phrase is
put
so
that 7
in
in
my
there
brain.
right now.
Ianto, you have to beat a 24.
Oh, that's. Hold on.
Is that possible without
Is
a
that
crit?
mechanically possible? Let me check, because it may not even be mechanically possible.
Well, it's +7 now, right? Luck roll.
Okay, it's theoretically possible. Wait, is it? Hold on, that was the wrong. Let's see.
Reflexes.
We'll see. Nope. 20.
So clinking just the last minute over this rock formation, you have 3 very large wolves jump off over the roof of Ardzo's house. One goes to pounce on Brenna, the other goes to pounce on Ardzo. Both of them dodge barely out of the way in time as these 2 wolves kind of skitter to the ground. But a very large, heavy, dark wolf with bright red eyes has pounced and driven you to the ground as holding you on your shoulders. You are now prone.
I am. That is true.
You are prone.
That's not
You are
great.
prone.
Yeah.
Now, are these wolves or are these, like, I don't know, wargs?
Well, if you kind of give the option, it looks like, yes, they are, one of them at least looks like a warg.
A warg. Cool.
Like the one that may be punning your brother to the ground.
I'll focus on that one then.
You can now hear there are more.
How many more? That's a valid question, I feel. Because if it's like 12 more, I think we get on the horses and we giddy up out of here.
Is this apparent to
There are like
everyone?
4 others.
7.
7? That's not 12. So...
Also, this music is distressing. Makes me feel like they're like...
Like you're being pinned by a wolf?
Yeah,
Or
but
a warg, rather?
Yeah, that's...
To the
yeah.
ground?
Yep,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I might be reading too much into it.
You could say that the music sounds a bit dire.
Oh!
So, yes. So, you know.
And that was with
I need you all to roll me initiative, please.
Oh,
I
no.
would be happy to roll initiative
Oh,
for
wait,
you.
I have to check one thing.
You
I'm
check
at
one thing
-2
first.
to all of the things.
You're at -2
Oh,
to all of the
oh,
things.
no.
Oh, wait. And you... What is it? It's...
Pounce.
Yeah, but I'm
Oh.
gonna have to do it. It's
-2 to my attack and defense rolls until
yeah,
I
and
stand
it's and he does damage because of the pounce.
Yeah.
It's only 7, which
up.
is
To what?
to your torso.
Okay.
But it's but half of it goes.
Half of it goes... Where? What?
Half of it will go through armor.
Oh, okay. It's got armor reduction
Yeah,
excitement.
because
Okay.
it's crushing. There we go.
Yes. For
Oh,
some
and your
reason,
whispering rolls. Oh,
I'm not.
yes, I know. No, it's okay. I know why.
I'm not.
But I mean, technically, you're not at the moment. Billy, you're
Yeah,
muted.
Yes, there are hit locations and also armor damage. It's very exciting. But why is my armor not telling me what's going on here? Oops. What is that?
We'll keep the previous roll, but that was just the wrong thing, Billy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What did I do there?
Oh, we're about to have some wargs and some wolves.
What's SP?
Stopping power for your armor.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. You just press the button. It tells you what it is. Okay. So it was 7, right?
Half
And
of which goes through armor.
rounded up or rounded down.
Always rounded. We'll round down for the purpose. Usually you round up, but yeah.
Round up. Okay. So 4 goes through, and the other 3 are stopped.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's you got pinned
Crushing
by a
damage.
really big animal on the ground. So, wait, this is the wrong one. Why is this the wrong music?
So worried. So worried. Yep.
So, would you like what? Oh, I need to roll initiative for them.
Oh, would you like us to roll initiative?
Yes, I need initiative. I need
Yeah, I was told to
initiative.
pause, so I did not.
Yes.
10. Oh, so it's like it makes sense.
Yes.
You know, of our group, I go the last.
Yeah, Ardzo is actually higher because he was whispering rolls to me, and so he's actually at a 27.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Yeah,
Ardzo.
I just
I
just-
crit and it rolled. I rolled big.
And I'm just gonna keep it because it works. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure I do the right thing. Because I am like professional and crap.
Yeah, no, it happens.
Crit was like, I suspect that Ianto is the squishy one, and I was like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you come to that conclusion?
That is a fair
That's fair.
conclusion. That is a fair conclusion. All right.
Do I know if wargs need silver or steel swords? I feel like I would know that.
We will come to that in a moment. But it
Cool.
is Ardzo's move first. What would Ardzo like to do?
He's going to react. He jumping off of his house. First off, rude.
I mean, technically
Secondly,
they jumped off the rock behind your house.
but still on my property.
Okay,
Get
yes,
off my lawn, you damn wargs!
And the middle of the day, you get out of here. This is not part of it. You go. And then he's going to actually take a run. He's going to take a couple of large bounding strides and take his dwarven stock and barrel down into his shoulder and try to shoulder the one off of thanks for the noise. And try to shoulder the warg that's on Ianto off of Ianto. Which that'd either be if that's a charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I intentionally miss the attack, so I can just run my body into it to push it off. Intentionally miss the attack, so I can just body check him off of Ianto.
Allows you to move up to your run speed and then make a strong strike. But if it's blocked, you can make a physique check against the opponent's physique roll.
Yeah, so you're still attacking the warg that's on him to knock him off. So it's still an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the attack in this case would be your foregoing damage to knock him off.
Correct. Yeah.
But you roll the attack. Yes.
Okay. That would be a brawling.
Yep.
And to knock over his physique versus physique.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So physique then.
Well, you make the attack, and then if it's blocked, then you do physique versus physique.
Yeah.
So I think basically you get even if he defends, you still get to go up against him.
Shoot.
You can try to.
Yeah.
I did the wrong thing. It's under body. Got it.
Yes. Well, yeah.
No. The attack. Brawling. Sorry.
Brawling is the attack. Brawling is the attack.
Caught in D&D.
Yeah.
Strong, and it's a strong strike.
Yes. It's a strong strike, and if you hit, you're foregoing damage in favor of knocking him off of Ianto.
And if he blocks, you still get to do it.
You still will then challenge against his
Yeah, you can try the
physique.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no additional mods on the charge.
I don't.
No, you just get this regular -3 for your strong strike.
Yep, same.
I think it's a damage bonus.
Yeah, there is a damage
Yeah.
bonus. So that's an 18, which means they need to roll. Ooh, 19.
I don't suppose I can burn luck at this point.
Well, you can. No, not for this one, because you can still try and use the physique roll to knock him off.
Gotcha.
In this case, it wasn't he dodges enough, but you can now shift your body weight to kind of shoulder check him even harder. Oh.
27. I
That
have
is a
stout of
very
of
good-
body.
That
Like
is
a low center of gravity cannonball. Just
Yeah. We need to fix this. We've got a problem with the donation bar that I have to fix.
Okay. Well, that is good. Hold on, I have to do math. I'm doing math on the fly, people.
math. It's hard.
Oof. Nope. You knock this warg off. Oh, thank you.
It wasn't 100, so there was a problem there. I'm gonna fix it.
Thank you, Trooper.
Okay, and then I'm going to. I don't suppose I have enough actions left in the turn to prop up Ianto.
You have to spend me that 3 stamina.
I can do that. Do I need to roll for it, or can I just do it?
No, you can pull him up if he's not resisting from you.
Cool. You're not resisting, are you?
No, I'm surprised is what's happening. But I'm like,
You're
oh,
bleeding.
I'm a bit
You're
crushed.
bruised. Severely
bruised.
bruised.
Internal bleeding is still bleeding.
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
And then I look at Ianto and I look at Brenna and
Brenna looks ready to pull out a sword.
For murder.
both of you, I have a basement. Get in the basement and lock the door. I will be there right after you.
Not without you.
I'm coming right now. We got to go now.
I can hold some off. Go.
No, you are coming with us. There's too many.
I just grab
I will be right behind you
and start pulling Ardzo into his home.
Okay, well, it's not your turn yet.
I know, but that's my intention.
That's your intention. It's Brenna's turn, as there are now the original 3, one of whom is very obviously a warg, and 4 others who are circling around.
I don't know where your basement is, so you have to lead the way. And what do I know about wargs? Does Silver work on them? Does Silver not? Can I make me that Witcher training
roll? Witcher training is all the Witcher training.
Tell me what I know about wargs.
Ooh.
What do you know about wargs?
Tell me what I know, what I really, really know.
What do you know? What do you really, really know? Well, wargs, they look like regular wolves, but they are not. Their bright red eyes give them away. They have almost human level intelligence. And if a pack is led by a warg, the difficulty of fighting them increases because all of the wolves become stronger, braver.
So take out the warg first.
And they are not. Silver is ineffective on wargs, but a good old-fashioned steel weapon will do the trick.
Nice.
If you had any beast oil, it could work, but
I don't have beast oil.
I have
That's
things
fine.
Like, I have things like they'll knock people unconscious if you put in their drinks. Never mind. Never mind. We'll talk this. For example.
yeah. So that's
cool.
it. You have one warg and 6 wolves who are surrounding you guys now.
And Ianto's been pulled off of the warg, or the warg's been pulled up of him, and he's been pulled up. Yeah. So, because I don't know where the basement is. I don't even know how this guy's house is laid out. So she's gonna be the rear guard as he helps my brother get in. And her silver sword is on her back, but her steel sword is on her hip. And she pulls it out, and she uses her steel sword with a reverse grip.
Very nice.
And it's got a slight curve to the blade. So definitely not a northern style sword. And she's going to attack as a wolf. As a warg. She's going to attack as a warg.
Yeah, for the purposes of this, they've come to surround you, so anyone you wish to attack is within movement of your movement. I will tell you, however, that they are about to surround you, so throwing that out there.
Yep. I'm getting between the warg and the house / them, so they can get through there, because I can cut through another wolf if I need to get to follow after them. They need to skedaddle. And I don't know where the basement is, or how to get there, or what it looks like. Is it on the back side of the house? Is it inside the house? I don't know. So, we're gonna go for some fast strikes. Distract. Hey, look at the Witcher, not the squishy people. So, fast strikes. Extraction, no. Not my silver sword, my steel sword. We'll just aim for torso.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
You're attacking the warg in particular.
The warg, yes.
Cool.
21 and 27.
'21 and 27. Cool. So 21, he dodges the first one.
Yep.
And 16, he does not dodge the second one.
Yeah. Meh damage, but that's okay. Can I spend that 3 stamina to slashy again?
You can spend the 3 stamina to slashy again.
I would love to do that.
There
I
is
have
a
lots of
loud
stamina.
howl as you slash across the side.
I
of
feel
this.
like this is a situation where usage of stamina would be warranted. Just throwing that out there. Yes.
Is that shade you're throwing?
I'm just saying that this is bad. This is not great.
I mean, you should probably see what my dodge roll is like. It's real good.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
Uh-huh.
That first one is probably not going to hit again. 12 and a 21. Yeah. Oh, get a second.
Okay.
No, they've not.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wasn't gonna run in the house and leave these two out by themselves. I am the big threat, yes.
Sorry, you are the big threats, and the warg and his buddies do not like you, but they also don't like these other two guys.
No, they don't.
So,
I'm very charming. I never even said anything bad about their mom.
Do you speak warg or wolf?
Well, when that warg's never mind. I was gonna.
So they have
Who's
pack
the warg?
tactics, and they're
They
attacking
do.
you as a pack.
Yep, I figured they would.
Rude.
So the first two attacks by this warg. Hold on, I need to make sure I'm rolling the right thing.
Frax, you're muted. It looks like you're good. No, you're good. You're good. Never mind.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yep.
I noticed and I fixed it. So the first two attacks are against. By the way, you are at a minus. We now have 4 wolves on you, so you're at a -3 for your dodge escape
Dodge. Okay.
because of pack tactics.
Yeah. No,
This
makes sense.
game gets bloody. Sorry,
Yep.
guys.
Oh, there are 4 of them on her.
Yes, and then the other 3 are about to attack you guys. So that's the crit on the
Oh,
first one,
fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
and a 27. So those
Okay.
are the 2 attacks on you by the warg on you.
Okay, would you like me to roll dodge escapes for those as we go?
Yes, please,
Or-
and then I can.
okay. -3. I doubt I'm gonna beat the crit. No, didn't beat the crit.
The
All
crit
right,
is now
let's-
we have as a deadly crit. Hold on, I need to make a note. We have a deadly
-3.
crit.
Oh, yeah. With the -3, I missed that one. So
Yes. So
Nope.
1 deadly
Chomp,
crit, 1 deadly crit, and then 1 strike, and then the other 2, 3 that are attacking you. Sorry, they're just going to do single
Yep.
attacks. 1. Oh, well, that sucks.
that probably
2.
won't hit. Hopefully. Oh, hopefully that one either. Okay.
Okay, so the first 2 you don't get hit by because they're just going to kind
Okay.
of run into each other because I'm not going to.
Because they both rolled ones. That makes
they
sense.
both won,
Yeah.
roll ones. And
All right, I'll try to dodge this last one then.
I need my deadly crit table. Ooh, 23.
I dodge it. I only get
Yes.
only the work bites me.
I need. This is the damage for the general first bite of the war. The non-crit.
Yeah, the non-crit, sure.
So that's 13.
Doesn't break my armor.
Cool.
And also, where it's you have to figure out where they're hitting.
Yeah. Sorry. Roll.
But that one doesn't. That one doesn't. So
Yeah.
that one doesn't pierce through my armor.
Roll
So.
1d10 for. This is the strike for the second. This is the general. So 6 is
Torso.
torso.
Hold on. Let me hit the target location.
Yeah, just roll target location for me, please.
So worried.
Oh, it doesn't. I thought there was a list with all of them.
It's okay. I'm gonna just pull it up in the combat of The Witcher from our dear friends
Oh.
Ardzo Sween.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, isn't it great? Hit location. A 6 is your left arm.
Okay, left arm.
Well-
oh no, my sword arm.
No,
Nice.
no. Okay, so that was the first attack, the first one.
Okay.
Because I need you to roll 2d6 because we're at deadly crit.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
You're gonna
No.
take You're gonna take 10 damage that just goes straight through your armor.
Yep. 5. Not bad.
Yep, not bad on the deadly crit table. Difficult. Deadly. 5. Oh, this is good. It dismembers your arm.
Oh, well that's bad.
The blow rends your arm from your body or damages it beyond repair. The arm cannot be used and you start bleeding. So you have a current bleeding effect, which means you're going to take... you take 2 points of damage each turn until the bleeding is stopped. So you have 10 points of damage that went through your armor. You have 2 points of damage from the bleed. And then you have the regular bite damage as he just kind of chomps down on your arm and pulls it from your, pulls it out of your socket. That's just
not
8
great.
damage. So,
Now my elbow socket or my shoulder socket? That's an important question.
Roll me a d2.
Two.
I'm gonna say your elbow socket for the moment.
Okay.
And the arm is... You're bleeding. You are...
Yeah, not great.
Not great. Not at the moment. And then these other 2 attacks are both going... These other 3 attacks... Right? There are 4 that went on you, so there are 3 left. 2 are going to attack Ardzo. I have to do math again, I'm sorry. That's the first attack on Ardzo. That's the second attack on Ardzo. Ardzo, you're not technically surrounded because you are next to Ianto, so it doesn't have the penalty.
Oh, I don't.
I'm gonna
weapon out.
First one, dodge. 27. Ooh, nimble.
27 is definitely a dodge.
And then, how many stamina to defend again? To burn?
For the second dodge, it's 1.
1.
Each additional attack spends 1 stamina.
Okay. Second one. 24. Nimble
dodged
dwarf.
Very nimble dwarf. You do manage to dodge out of the way of these 2 wolves that are trying to surround you and get to you. They see dwarf on the hoof and they kind of want to pull it and have some snacking. But there is a Ianto and there is another dwarf on the Ianto.
Yes. 2.
That's an 18.
Well, I don't know about all that. That seems inappropriate. Well, hopefully it's the better I roll, even if I miss it, is less likely to make it a crit, right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
If you don't roll, it's an auto deadly crit.
Right. Well, I'm gonna roll. At least I'm standing, right? 10.
Okay, so that's only
That's really good.
That's only it's not a deadly crit. It is a
Regular crit?
It's a simple crit. You're going to take 3 damage that goes immediately through your armor, and I need you to roll me 2d6.
Okay. I will do so. There was a thing about something, and a 4.
A 4 is what you roll, and you're going to take 11 damage as he bites down on you. And
so 3 and 11?
No, 3 and 11. The 3 goes immediately through armor. Armor doesn't stop it because it's the bonus damage from the crit.
Yep.
The 11 is you can be stopped by armor if you have any.
Yep.
Oh,
I do. It's
this
cloth
might
armor.
actually piss off Ianto, and I can't wait for it.
Uh-oh. It better not be my face. It better not be my face. That is my moneymaker. That is my moneymaker. It better not be my face. I will.
He goes up to kind of to char at you, and he just he comes down across your face like this, giving you a disfiguring scar. The blow mangled your face in some way. You are grotesque and difficult to look at. You take a -3 to empathic, verbal combat, charisma, persuasion, seduction, deceit, social etiquette, and leadership.
Oh! Holy heck! Okay.
You mage boyfriend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good game, y'all. It was fun playing with you.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna just put this down here. It is disfiguring scar.
Yeah, I'll actually give you the whole thing.
I will search and post. Ooh, oof.
This is what it says. I'm gonna put it in both the
Oof.
so
Oof.
the chat can see it, but I'm also gonna put it in the Zoom chat.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Ooh.
It can be treated.
Yeah. Oh well, but it's a disfiguring scar, right? I think the treatment means that I just don't die, right?
Well, no, it actually can be treated more than that.
Oh.
But you'll still have the scar.
Yeah.
And it is now your turn, Ianto.
No, I have one more on me.
No,
only rolled
you
one.
just had one.
You had one.
You just had
Two
one.
went after Ardzo.
I have 4.
Oh.
Ardzo has 2. You
there are a
have
total
1.
of 7, and
Okay.
there were 3 that attacked plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, some I did maths.
Okay. I know. I was just afraid that I was like, I don't want to miss one. So I will spend one of my actions to draw my stiletto,
Cat buddy.
and then I do not believe I can do anything else for now. That will be useful because everything else is a full round action. Yeah. So I will. This is technically a fast strike, so I will make a strike, but I will not hit. But that is that one. So I'll just take a slash at that warg.
Okay.
Yeah.
The warg or the wolf in front of you?
I care about my sister, and
Okay,
she
so
has
you're
4
gonna-
wolves on her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna interpose yourself into this mix of 3 wolves and a warg against Brenna. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
I'm hoping that they, if they can gang up on her, I can gang up on them, and then only the first strike will count because the second one was taken up with the drawing the weapon. Okay. Yeah. Random hit location because I'm just
Yeah.
yeah. Just the first one. 22.
He just numbly dodges away.
Yeah, I need to fake people out before I can really hit them. But I just charge in there because I see first up I'm probably bleeding a lot, but I'm probably also not paying attention because I'm a bit in shock. I imagine.
You're probably bleeding a lot.
I mean, it's
Your sister
faces
doesn't have an
people up.
arm. There's a wolf that's using it as a chew. Well, the warg is using it as a chew toy.
And so I just push through to pull out my little stiletto, and I push through to go and try to get it off her. Something. I have not searched 50 years to find my sister to lose her. That is not what I will do. So I stab at it, but I miss. I'm done.
Cool. Ardzo, your turn.
I told you to get into the damn basement! And he's going to run back. And so they're in close proximity now since Troop valiantly attempted to slice at the warg.
And Brenna had moved herself to try and interpose herself between you.
Wait, I have a question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is that 22 include the -1 for gang up on its defense?
No, because it still has more people on you.
Yeah, we're now outnumbering it.
Oh, you have to outnumber them.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer.
Because right now, there's no way that you haven't isolated it.
Okay.
Because it still has 3 buddies.
Yeah.
And even if it did take the -1, it wouldn't work. I mean, he's got 3 other wolves with him.
Yeah. Because I must, because I was like, oh, gang up means, I was like, this at least will help her if I'm there physically in space, but it will not. Sorry about that.
You need to break the quantity. It's why the wolves didn't get the gang up bonus when they attacked Ardzo. Because Ardzo was standing next to you.
Huh.
It's what I did.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not helping you as much as I. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I have to.
Yep.
I can't just go in there by myself, so I'm gonna make the attempt to get them. So I would like to. the warg within traveling distance for me?
Yes, everything is within movement for everybody. This is not... They have all moved closer, because the situation is now moving close to the door of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't get off my lawn, please. So I'm going to... Oh, boy. Looking in the rulebook for one thing. Here we go. Okay. Let me... if I approach the warg, is there any sort of bonus because there's 3 of us on it? Even though they still outnumber us?
There won't be a bonus, but it'll negate the penalties.
Okay. I'm going to attempt... I'm going to run up behind, like, to the flank of the warg and attempt to grapple it by its, like, the area in the back of its...
Okay. You want to grapple the warg.
And that's, I believe that's, brawling.
Yes.
I also have a different defense I'll be taking in the future. Thank you,
Cool.
book.
You
Thank
mean
book.
reposition?
Yes, indeed.
Nope, not that one.
Because I don't dodge, but I can reposition. That's what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like I'm like a more of a like, oh, get out of my face kind of person. Than a...
Okay.
Look, my
Apparently,
face.
literally.
Yeah, it's... Yep.
That's a lot of click-throughs, sorry. Oh, boy.
Ooh, okay.
Well, that's a... Well, the first one is just a straight fumble. So he's gonna basically dodge this no matter what because he can't well, I mean, he could fumble and then he'd be mathematically... Oh, he does fumble!
Oh, all right. That's good. Oh.
So that's a 12 to your 7. He still dodges. And
Does the second you can't grapple attempt twice for like a fast attack, or does each unique thing take its own action?
I can use we can use the fast attack just for make things easier, unless you want to try and roll again.
I'd be taking a second attack anyways. So
Yes.
all right, so that would be I'd burn 3 stamina, roll again.
Yep.
Okay, down to... Oh boy. All right. And at this attempt, he's like trying to figure out this warg's movements and get off of my lawn. Okay. And this one I would just do one as a special move. I'm guessing I'd roll instead of a fast attack.
Yeah, it's fine. 17. 23.
Yeah, not good.
But you have quasi-distracted him. Hey, Ardzo. Could you roll me an awareness, please?
I don't like that.
20.
The sun is setting, Ardzo.
I'm sure it's fine. That doesn't seem bad.
Right? I have to... First off, I've got things to make. Secondly, I need to get these people in my house. Thirdly, I need to get these things off of my lawn. I have bigger priorities than the festival.
I'm just going to say that it might become difficult to see in the near future. Factoring, travel time it took you to get out to his house after brunch. But hey, so Brenna...
Yeah, that's me.
You don't have a penalty anymore to your defense.
Cool.
But these other, 3 wolves, the warg is now focused on Ardzo because it's making itself a problem. But
they dropped my arm and sword.
He lets it go. Yes. It is now your turn.
It's on the ground now. Cool. I'm gonna pick those up.
That takes an action.
Okay, but yeah, I need like my arm and my sword.
That's fair.
So-
Are you gonna beat it with your arm? Because that would be awesome.
You know, this work has really pissed me off. And so, you know, at this point, I've already got like, you know, people say things cost an arm and a leg. I feel like I've already invested heavily into the price of this combat. So, hand over my hand holding the sword. I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna spend my luck.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go for its fucking face, its head.
You're gonna headshot this warg.
I want to headshot this warg. He made me very upset.
You don't
and
have any
blood lossy.
penalties.
Cool. Which, let me take away that blood loss right there. Okay, cool.
Yes, there's
so
blood
yes,
loss
I
every
would-
round.
Yep, I just took it off. So yeah, let me do that. So, do. Yes, this extra action. No, not unarmed. Well, not my main arm, not my sword arm. Head.
Are you doing a double or a strong? What are you doing?
Well, strong's at more negatives because I'm not wolf
Oh,
school, so
I see.
I'm doing fast strikes because
You're a cat, and cats do that? I don't know what cats do.
I know what cats do.
So do I.
The second location, yeah, let's just say head 2. We might get lucky. I don't know. No mods for that one. 20. Please roll low.
Mm-hmm.
These wargs are like super wargs.
Oh,
No,
24.
son of bitch.
Oh, okay.
Second one was.
Wait, wait. That rolled brawling. No wonder that isn't right. Hold up.
Yeah, sorry.
I clicked the wrong one. Let me roll to see if. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
why
gonna
I
keep.
clicked
I'm gonna
brawling.
keep these defense rolls for him.
Yeah, it's fair.
Sure. But that I was like, wait a second. I have 0
Is
points
that-
in brawling. I was like, that seems low for what I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Okay. Swordsmanship.
Yeah, that's
gosh.
important.
Yes, it's
Oh, gosh.
it's on the side with the eye patch, so it's a little harder to. Yeah, extra action. No.
Oh.
Steel sword. Head.
Do it.
Second also head, cause fuck him. 26.
Okay. And 19.
You
19.
have you definitely hit the headshot for the first round, and then so roll your damage and then times
And
it.
for the second one.
And for the second one, but we'll see what he does for hit points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before-
I don't care. I'm gonna hit all of them in the face.
Yeah, I'm just saying you might not. I might
Sure.
not have to roll a.
Times 3.
So 60. You describe you killing this warg with your
So-
own arm in your hand, or from your elbow.
So I think that like she hasn't felt the pain kick in yet because A, Witcher, B, shock. That's a very shocking, like it hurt, but it's not like oh god I'm dying yet.
Yeah.
I think she looked at it in its mouth,
Oh.
looked at it,
Oh.
and then by that point like her brother and Arts would come over and she just like if her brother's trying to pull away, just like unwrenches that shoulder, grabs again hand over her other hand, so it's like a two-handed grip, and just again her steel sword is a reverse grip, just straight up ice picks this sucker through the skull, just heck,
So now you have a dead
Out of-
warg.
out of rage, because sometimes cat witchers might get really angry at things sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Get a little emotional. I guess with that second attack, it could slice another wolf's head off, maybe. If it-
Do you want to take the other attack and see if it'll hit another wolf? I can
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, it just has to fail 19,
Yes, I have to
which
do
is
math.
actually
Hold
really
on.
good.
It
Nope.
does not. One of the
Cool.
others kind of dodges out of the way.
Ice picks the sucker, and then goes for another one, but it's probably just too far out of reach, or
It's just out of the way. It pulls itself just out of reach. It sees you kill its
It's
ward.
leaning back, going, "Damn!" as I like swing towards it because it was not expecting that.
I need to make a roll.
Like
for them.
A freak out roll.
And I
because-
think she definitely gives like a "Ah!" like a primal kind of just fuck you yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain.
The three that are closest to Ianto and Ardzo break and run, loping off into the trees. The other three are still next to you and have that scent in taste of your blood in their mouth.
Yeah,
But
they
now
do.
there's also the moment of these other two that are closer, so I'm going to roll a d3.
Sure.
Actually,
Would
no,
I-
there
would
are
I-
three of them. What?
I was gonna say, would I be able to take like a moment during this, after all this happens, and say, like, I use a free thing to say something in this, or do I have to wait until? Okay.
No, go.
Get in the house. I can help you move the stuff off the table.
I think if I can use my movement after she stabs the warg, she's good. She feels a lot better comparatively, and she will start moving. She'll just start moving. If a wolf comes up at her, she will retaliatory attempt to stab, maybe.
Okay, so you're running for the house. You can
Yeah,
get there
stomping.
in this round.
Stomp, running.
With your, are you bringing your arm?
Yes, I'm still holding onto my arm, holding onto my sword.
Please, I need art of this. So
So I'm not losing either one. For the moment.
each of you
Not
is going to get one attack.
But they go before me do.
Yes, right now,
Before
actually.
you do, yeah.
Each of you gets one attack, so I'll just go in alphabetical order: Ardzo, Brenna, then Ianto. So, and by the way, their buddy is dead, so their
Yep.
bonus is gone.
Well, they don't get their bonuses. Yeah.
Yay! Fuck them.
Coldrake, that is how two-handed strikes work. There were two hands involved.
There were two hands involved.
So the
critical miss.
first Ardzo, you have to beat an 8.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna do it. It's
Yeah,
a
you
22.
definitely you definitely
Nimble.
dodged.
Oh!
You definitely dodged this. Really? Why are they doing so badly, my wolves? You have to beat an 8, Brenna.
8. I'm trying to look up the parry rules because if I can slash another one of these fuckers on my way into the house, I
If
will.
you parry, it does not damage your weapon, and it staggers them.
Yes, they get
Okay.
staggered.
But it doesn't
What's-
actually do any damage to them.
There's no like
But staggering's
There's counters.
good.
You can do
counter.
counters.
What's the counter?
counter?
What's that? I'm looking at the rules. You just move too fast. Not really. I'm just slow. Yes.
Yes,
How do
yes.
counter strike?
Charge, primal strike, disarm, trip, feint, which is what I would do. Shield attacks.
Hiding in water. That's not it.
Defenses. You know, there is no counterattack in here.
There's no
It's just
counterattack-
the-
well,
it's the
then in
parry,
that
which will
case-
stagger them.
It's parry, which will stagger, or you can just block.
I'll parry. Stagger. Watch me walk away. Just.
Oh, I'm so worried.
Eh.
Crit.
Eh.
Is that your parry?
That is my parry.
I'm going to make them with that crit, which is a 33 against his 8.
Yes.
Would you like to kill this other wolf?
I would
Because
like.
that's a
Can I
deadly
behead
crit.
it? Can I just behead it as it tries to snip at me again? As I just walk angrily into the house.
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
So you're there's only one left, and it's going after your brother. Ha! Fuck!
At an 11?
I want you to know the last 3 wolves have all crit fail. Now let's see.
But-
2 of them crit failed against me in the first round.
But do you know
They're
why they crit
they're
fail?
the least competent wolves. That's why they're hanging out with the warg to make them feel they were compensating.
But also
They're
that's
trying
why
to
they
make
didn't
themselves
leave,
better.
because the smart ones were like, yeah, we better go. And
Yeah,
these ones were like,
we
we don't
should
gotta
go.
go. And like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 7.
Okay, I will
Ianto.
do. I'm gonna reposition this. rather than dodge, since I actually have, you know, like I'm athletic. I'm good at various athletic pursuits.
Yes, you need various athletic pursuits.
Yep. A 21.
Yeah, you're out of the
I'm gonna
way.
roll out of the way and back up.
And
Roll
you
out
can
of the way
move-
and pop up next
and-
to me.
And the thing is, you also move half your speed
Yep.
away, so now you're next to your sister, and
Yes.
now it is your turn.
Are any of them within range?
Not really, no. The one that was the one that would be closest to you, your sister just, you know.
Great.
You could get the door for me, I will
I will do
say,
that.
because I have my hands full.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to open the door.
Thank you.
For my sister, as she carries her arm, and I bleed from my face.
And I bleed from my arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Just-
It's
It's a little messy. We're gonna
Yeah, yeah.
paint the swamp red.
That's. I feel like that's not what that means, but it's
No?
fine. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna open the door, and I'm gonna basically hold my other action, to shut the door once everybody comes through.
Cool. Ardzo, your turn.
Once
And they're moving in the house, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck these fucking wolves, and I'm gonna like usher them into my house.
once
Like
you
if
come
I have
inside,
to, if
once
I
you
have
come-
to shove them and
No,
or
we're in,
carry
I'm
them,
just holding the door open so that once you come in, I shut the door.
he'll approach the door and shove you in, and then look around to see how many are chasing them into the house, and then shut the door behind him. And Brenna's in the house.
Yeah, she'd be in the house. Her brother opened the door for her, so technically
just,
my
like, waiting
turn's
for
after yours, but I would move inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You can shove me in as
Yeah.
through the
We'll
door, yeah.
say for the purposes of this, yes, you.
That was. I was just
Everyone's
holding the door.
inside.
He shuts the door, and then as you're trying to get your bearings, he's got 6 massive locks on the inside of his door that he starts, and he turns around because he can do it without looking now. Clear off the table, lay her down. Take off her medals.
Yes, I do this. Well, at first I just like move everything
Yeah,
off
it's
the
part
table.
of this is the side where the cloak's a little pulled back, so you know makes it just really easy.
Yeah, yeah. I just push everything off, even though that's sort of rude. And I'm like, come on. Like, and I want to like, I basically make it just to make sure it's okay for me to touch you, to move you onto the table. It's
She's
like
breathing pretty heavy, and she's got that grip
yeah,
on
but I'm
the.
just not
hand
going to
and
touch
sword.
you until I get a nod, like just like a.
You don't get a nod, but she moves over.
Okay, yeah. And then I'll help you get onto the table. I hope your collarbone isn't broken. And I'm like, and I'm gonna just start like unbuckling the armor so that you can get help.
Mhm. Well, her armor is technically, you will realize, her cloak. She has this.
Oh.
There was nothing on this arm.
Oh.
She has a dwarven cloak for her armor,
Oh.
so it's very easy to do so.
And
It's
then
practically already ready.
And then I do. And then I kind of like step back.
He'll turn back and it's like, no, I meant her metals, and he'll point at the medallion and the brooch. Take those off.
I'm gonna take these off. I'll give them back. I'll keep them safe. And so I take them off, but I hold them and I bleed on them. It's fine.
Don't worry, I've already got blood on them.
Oh, that's cool. I have a lot of health. I just, you know,
Same.
I've lost face. You know what I mean? I just feel like.
He'll
And she will, as you're, she would just look at you and, don't lose some. Fuck! As like the shock's kind of like the shock's still there, but it's just the pain's starting to come through a bit now. Now that it's not the heat of the moment.
I will say you're going to take 2 more bleeding
Yeah,
damage before
for sure.
you've gotten.
That makes total sense.
Me too. Yeah.
You aren't
Am I
bleeding.
bleeding?
No,
You're not
just-
bleeding.
oh.
Only I am bleeding.
Okay.
You don't have as many arteries in your face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just suffering a lot of negatives.
It's not always about you, Ianto.
Your positive self-image is not as positive right now. That's what we're saying.
he'll grab a mortar and a pestle, and then he'll shout out, "Small purple vial, large red bottle, please."
Yes, like I'm like whatever it is that he says to do, I do with a quickness.
Third shelf, second shelf.
Unclench her hand from her hand and lay, like, shake off the sword. and then, like, lay her arm on the table, lay down next to it, pull off her belt, and then bite down on it, because she knows this is not going to be fun.
And he'll, like, pour the various ingredients in, got some plant stuff in there, and starts, like, grinding, and as he's grinding, he, like, spits in it and, like, shakes it around. It's like, "Oh, I need you to work. I have a very limited amount of time, so you must do exactly what I tell you to do, exactly when I tell you to do it." And against all hope and probability, despite things in the rulebook, he wants to take the severed arm, place part of the paste on that part of the arm, and then attempt to stick it back onto the elbow joint where it came off. It's like, this it probably won't work, but I have to try. And then I want to use my healing hands roll as that portion to try to heal the critical.
You can heal the critical. You would know that you can stitch this. Let's put it this way. You can heal the critical. You have a healing hands roll. That is what we'll do. It'll stabilize the critical. The reattachment of the arm is not gonna happen short of magical healing.
Yeah.
But what if I get like a double crit into like a 50?
Which means you will have a fabulous suture system where she can get a really good prosthetic, and I will actually then say that she could actually wield the weapon without the penalty for getting a prosthetic. But short of magical healing, she's lost this arm from the elbow down. You can do everything to set this up. Like, if you get this crit, you will set everything up so that she will have a banger prosthetic.
Okay, well, I'm going to burn all 6 of my luck points.
And I'm going to just stand by my sister on the other side of her where the work is not being done, and I'm just going to place my hand on her shoulder.
Yeah, hold me down, please.
Yeah,
No, it was comforting.
24 is enough to heal the you are no longer you are no longer bleeding.
Good. That is good.
And it has been treated. You've more than stabilized, you've treated. So you are definitely at a point. Roll me a d10. Brenna.
Okay, sure. I wasn't sure if it was Ardzo still.
No. Brenna.
4.
4. If you can find a craftsman in 4 days, you will be down to only a -1 penalty for the prosthetic instead of the -5 penalty for wielding a sword.
And that's only if you get a really good prosthetic, right? If you get like a crappy prosthetic.
If you get a crappy prosthetic, you can't do either. But you have 4 days because he healed it enough that, like, literally, if you could, for modern terminology, it's enough of there isn't any damage of nerves, or isn't going to be any complex. But it's really good that your doctor might know someone who could make such things. Possibly
Might know.
I think, well, like, after she's like, okay, I don't need to bite this leather anymore, she turns to Ianto. Oh, does Javik know healing? Magical healing?
You have never seen him do any of that.
I don't... I say through, like, ripped flesh, I don't know.
Okay.
I might have something that can help. And then he'll try to hodgepodge. I can roll an herbalism check too to get like a massive like opiate-based painkiller to kind of put her out for the evening, so she doesn't move around and reopen anything.
Yeah.
All right, that's this feller. 23.
Oh, yes. Roll me an endurance, Brenna. Because this is just, you know, even if you wish to, sometimes which are physiology can overcome. So you're not out,
Yeah.
but you're not feeling anything, and you're in that very drugged stage of like, I don't want to move, so I'm not going to move.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Like you're feeling fine.
You're feeling fine. It definitely had an effect for you. It wasn't like sometimes when somebody gives you some painkillers and it's just like doesn't do anything at all. This actually helped. You're feeling pretty okay. Remembering, of course, that you can recover your rec score every day after a long rest, and we're using the short rest rules for stamina because otherwise they make no sense. Ianto's still bleeding. He's dripping on your patient.
I'm sorry, I was predisposed. Can I take a look? Ianto, hey, I'm looking. I'm talking to you.
Will she be all right?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
He's going to kind of create a salve, like a more topical healing salve, not nearly as intense as he wanted to do for Brenna. It's like I let me talk and work at the same time. I'll do another little crafty for 22 to make out of my ingredients.
But that won't heal the critical wound.
That won't heal. You need to roll healing hands to roll the critical.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will help with like additional treatment, but
yeah, the application and stuff like that, and potential sutures, and like taking a gander at it.
It's just like probably like
24 for healing hands.
yes, you definitely beat the critical. For that, so Ianto, you have been treated now. You still are scarred, and everything is healed except you take a -1 to seduction.
No. That's only I'm stabilized, right? So I'm -1 to
No,
everything.
you're treated.
Oh.
He treated you. Stabilized. Stabilized is like is a first aid roll. And then you basically is usually done
in the middle of battle.
In the moment, or some. The point is, only a doctor can treat. Yes. Anyone can stabilize.
Oh, I
only
see.
a doctor can treat.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Well, that's good.
So,
okay.
You are very lucky that you are standing next to a doctor.
The best one in the house at the moment. No, and he starts like he kind of like pieces the stuff back together and like puts on like some clotting powder and then like a salve for like the skin health, for the health of the skin. So if it'll be a scar, it'll be a very dramatic, good-looking scar.
Oh.
And
chicks dig scars. You know, some might be into that.
But you're still at a -1 to seduction.
Or thankfully, it's one of the best things I do. I mean, some people stab things with swords, and some people chat with people in the candlelight.
Yeah.
And then he'll converse with you as this is going on, and he will say, well, the good news is that she will live. She hasn't lost a gratuitous amount of blood. I think resting a little bit will be very important. However, she might not. There's a good chance she will not use that arm as she was born with it.
There's got to be something we can do. I mean, ouch.
I mean, not short of magic, my friend. I can't do it. I tried. It was a long shot, and I can't. There's a lot of things I'm good at, but that is what you're asking for is magic, and I am not a magician. But I think what is best for everyone, let us go into the basement to protect us in case more works come and try to break down the door. They're strong. They can do that. And I will make you something to eat.
All right. I think perhaps. Luckily, I know a mage.
perhaps tomorrow morning. I think, we are a little... We don't know how many more are coming, and I want you to be safe. So let us get to the basement. Please, hurry.
And I'm going to help Brenna get there.
Still, kind of, the shock is there, whether or not it's affecting, physically a Witcher. The mental shock is still there, so she's still definitely, she's got her arm tucked in.
Still carrying it.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And then he gets you, kind of ushers you. Make yourself comfortable. I sleep down here because I don't want to sleep in my shop area. So the bed is big enough for two. I can sleep on the floor. I just I forgot my the things upstairs. So I'll be right back.
All right. And I'm just like, he's lying, but it's fine. He's clearly hiding things from me, but I'm not going to worry about this right now.
And as he clears the cage, he'll shut the door and lock it from the outside.
So you have a Witcher who's slightly drugged at this point, with a stitched arm, a stitched, treated face. There we go, much more artistically looking at this point. Ianto. And Ianto, you would hear this heavy iron door shut and then lock.
The front door?
No.
The door to the basement?
Actually a door in the basement, and you realize that the room that you're in isn't quite a room. It's like a prison cell. But there's a very comfortable bed in it.
Just hold out my hand for my medallion and my pendant, because he said he'd give it back.
I walk over to you, and I hand you the brooch first. I hand it to you. And then I look at your medallion. And then I hand it over to you.
I think she just loops it because she doesn't want to try to operate the clasp one-handed while kind of a bit woozy.
I could do that if you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah. And I go and I put it on her the way she had it before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you all right?
No, but I will be.
Look, if we can get to Jarvik, we could see if we could find I bet he knows an healer. We could get you transported that way. We've been locked in, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I don't think the manacles are for chickens.
No. No. Brenna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Alright, then I will tell you something.
I don't like being lied to. It upsets me.
It's upsetting for most people.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine people get real upset when you lie to them a lot.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine so.
There are no mirrors in here. You've got an eye. How do I look?
Like you need to wipe some blood off your face? You have a little bit of...
No, it's scarring.
Oh, probably.
How do I look?
You are my brother. Am I supposed to
Tim,
answer that?
try be objective about it.
I mean, you'd still be attractive conventionally, yes?
This is not going to help, though, right?
It depends on the person. Some people find scars very attractive.
Yeah. Problem with a bunch of scars is that I might be able to use makeup maybe to get rid of it when I need to.
You would both hear the doors, the locks upstairs opening.
Open.
And then the door open and close again.
Seems like he's going out. Or letting someone else in.
So, there's something I figured out last night that I wanted to talk to him about, but we didn't have time.
He makes decent painkiller. Actually works.
Remember that lad tried to take your necklace? Medallion, yeah? He's, let's just call him a friend of mine, shall we? He's a good kid. He's good. He's good at what he does. I sent him out to talk to Ardzo about some business. Oh, I sent Ardzo to talk to each other. And he didn't come back. Well, I mean, Ardzo didn't come back that night, but he did, and he tried to take your medallion, which is not a thing that he would normally do, because he doesn't do much without my...
and it's very stupid.
Yeah. He also doesn't do much without my permission. So much. And so I'm thinking probably Ardzo put him up to it.
Well, he is probably cursed or something. Or is Dopplers don't...
I don't...
Hey, Brenna, as you say that, can you roll me an awareness, let's say at a -2, because it's...
Yeah, because I'm on the good stuff right now.
You are on the good stuff.
Still 20.
Still 20. Still good. As you say that, you kind of glance around this space that you're in, and you notice that the bars of this cell, and it is a cell, the walls around you and things in here are dented and broken, and the bed itself isn't wood, it's metal, and it's but it's been repaired and scratched and repaired and scratched,
like claw mark scratches,
perhaps. Yes,
like dude might be a
some kind of
cursed lycanthrope kind of person,
like a kind of a thing,
like a werewolf or a werebear or a were-chicken.
I'm thinking were-chicken. I'm
thinking were-chicken too. That's all the signs point towards were-chicken.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what this guy's deal is, because that is a 44. Nice. So now that he's let me into his home, could you please tell me what his affliction is? Putting all the puzzle pieces together. Just.
Yeah, with
it's
a
the
40...
psychedelics.
With a 44, oh god, this is perfect. So with a 44, you're looking around.
And I'm like kind of half listening to Ianto.
Yeah, and
like,
like,
he's beating around the bush again about this kid he knows. Sure, whatever.
He's definitely cursed, but and you're looking around, he's been cursed for a long time. And he's done everything in his power to prevent harm coming from others in this curse. And he's like obsessively done everything in his power to prevent that. And you're looking at a couple of these dents, and you're like, nah, that's not, they're not big enough.
Not were-chicken.
That's not a were-chicken. Those scratches are definitely not a wolf or a bear.
So
and the claws are smaller, but there are fewer of them, but they're very long. and those teeth marks are like, it looks like somebody grabbed onto it and just didn't let go and kind of shook it a lot.
Like a were-cat, maybe?
No, not like a cat trying to play with something, but something
Okay.
bigger that might really kind of hate somebody coming into its space, have a serious aversion to, you know, people in
Showering?
its den, hate snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it was mice, it'd be a were-elephant.
No. You're like,
Not a were-horse, because horses don't like snakes. Like, this is the drugged mind of Brenna going through. It can't be a were-horse. Can't be a were-chicken.
So he's a
She's
werewolf
probably
then,
kind of
right?
slightly mumbling that, like, under her breath as she's going through these possibilities.
you're pretty sure it's a badger or a wolverine.
Yeah.
And you're like,
She'd be like, and his hair would match too. That's funny. There. Oh, I figured it out.
He's a werewolf.
No. Smaller. But not were-chicken or were-cat sized. Probably were-wolverine or were-badger.
Oh,
Were-badger.
all right.
He seems kind of badgery.
you would also
personality.
know that regular lycanthropes are cursed, and they could turn any night.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't seem to be Ardzo's problem.
Mm-hmm.
With a 44, you're almost positive.
He might not be cursed. He may have been born a were-badger.
No,
or-
he's definitely
Okay,
cursed.
good.
He's definitely
Okay,
cursed.
Definitely
He-
cursed.
He's
Whew.
definitely cursed, but it doesn't seem to have the same
rules.
rules.
Maybe this has more of the folk tale of on the full moon, etc., etc.
You think that, and you say that out loud, and as you kind of look around this
There a
space
calendar?
again, you see something that looks like a calendar. The markings of days being
he's-
marked off, but you can't
he's-
quite figure out what it ties to.
It's a tropey were-badger. It's like the folk tales. See, most werewolves, they can turn on any night. Boom, werewolf. His is on a schedule, like you know, like a menstruation period, but for curse.
All right. Yeah. I'm.
This is where he would normally be. Maybe
Right.
that is. Can you read that calendar? Is it what night is it on? Is it tonight? Is he outside because he doesn't want to lock himself in here because he's locked us in here?
I'm gonna give a look-see at that calendar and see
My
if I
depth
can.
perception is not fantastic right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Can you roll me a deduction?
I can certainly try, but remember, it's not like I'm a superstar this sort of thing. I'm not going to.
I love the wear mongoose in chat for the don't like snakes.
That's what I'm saying. Weremongoose. It's about weremongoose. 14. Or 14, as one would say.
You look at this calendar and you're like, okay, these dates are crossed off and this one is not. And you realize that it's not days, but moon cycle.
Huh.
But it's not a full moon tonight.
When's the last one? Like, when does it look like? Is it full new? When does it look like it goes? It's a moon cycle.
So it is like a menstruation period.
Yeah.
Okay, menstruation cycle, but I mean, it doesn't have to align with the full moon. It could be a new moon or a gibbous moon or a waxing or waning moon.
Let me look. All right, hold on. Got a bit of blood in the eye. Can I tell from the pattern of when it is?
At least you have two of them.
It's fair. It's fair. I don't know how helpful it will be.
Yeah, I'll say between the two of you and getting help from your sister, who's much more informed about these things than you are, you would kind of guess that it seems to be tied to the new moon.
Now, I mean, I will say, I do know quite a bit about cycles, and I mean, I run a brothel. I'm a jeweler. I don't run a brothel.
You just said you run a brothel.
Nope. What?
It's okay. I've never been in a brothel, so I don't know all the implications of that.
Well, if you ever want to know one day, I could tell you. It's what it is. It's just a place to work.
Well, this realization is going on in this
I think she's
cell
just
in...
thinking about were-badger things now. Like,
well,
see if you can find any fur. I can tell you if it's Wolverine or Badger.
All right, yeah.
As
I'm not searching the cell. I'm just on the bed like, look over there. Look over there.
I do.
As this is all going on, the camera pulls back up out the door as it's shut again. Ardzo, what do you see? What does everyone see as the sun falls and the moon, well, it rises, but it can't see anything. And there are 3 wolves staring, pacing, about 15 yards out from Ardzo's house. Back and forth, and back and forth.
Ardzo unlocks the door and shuts it. And then all the time that they were deliberating in the basement, he shuts his door, and you can also see that there are locks on the outside of his outside door. And his head is up against his door, and his breathing becomes a little more labored. And as the camera kind of pans closer, he rests his forehead on the door, and you can see tears start flowing down his eyes as he, like an automaton, begins to lock all the locks on the outside of his door. And then he wants to say, I love you. He wants to say, I'm sorry. He wants to say, I wish you never have come here. But through what and how? He can't navigate his emotions well enough to be able to get any of those words out. So he can just do his base instinct, which was to protect his friends. And as the wolves are pacing around, he'll kind of compose himself, wipe the tears away from his eyes. Now his eyes, you can see, are sunken in. They're like dark shadows. And the place where he would kind of try to make a line and shave at the top of his beard, the hair starts like growing up towards his eye. And then he walks towards the warg, and he kneels down at the corpse of this warg, and takes some of the blood from the wound, run it through his fingers, and smell it and taste it, and to try to ascertain any sorts of sensory anything of where this warg came from. And being just clothed in his garb, throws his cloak back, puts his hands on the ground and spreads his feet out and prepares himself for the turn. And his upper back curves like how you would see a territorial cat turn, and then he would push himself up and then just let his body go to the thing he knows that's about to take him, as hair starts to grow everywhere. His short, stocky arms start to grow to a large, thick size, covered in thick bristles of hair. His fingers, you can hear from where you're at in the basement, you can hear the bones start to cracking. You can hear restrained whelps like like he doesn't scream anymore because he's so used to this pain. He can catch it and bring it in and harness it to a certain point, and then the beast takes over. And as his form stands there, his forearms now the size of like 4 human legs, as he rears up, his knuckles begin to go onto the ground, the claws emulating, like growing from the tips of his paws now, as he begins to push himself up on his knuckles. His back legs, thick, still rather stubby and short, and as he is now covered in this dark brown hair, with lighter on the chin and the underneath, and there's black around the eyes, and then he rears his head and looks at the 3 pacing wolves.
What would you like to do with these wolves as they kind of stop and stare at you?
Is Ardzo there, or is it gone? Is Ardzo gone?
Ooh, I need a roll from you for this. Right? This is what we get.
Well, the roll is for...
Yeah.
So this is... I don't think there's a roll here. On New Moon nights.
Yes, this is true. You are... Yeah, so you are here-ish. I would say, yes, this is the one we decided you don't have as much, anywhere near, you don't have the control.
In the last little bit of him that's left before it seeps into the darkness, he envisions the Witcher's arm getting severed, and he envisions to a higher tier Ianto's face getting scratched, and that massive animalistic protective urge, like you made an attempt at my cub. And he'll rear up, and in the words that he thinks are English, he'll say, "Get off my lawn." But what comes out is, and he'll, bearing down on the knuckles, charge at the remaining wolves.
Roll me an intimidation. Because this is intimidating as fuck. They just watched you change into something, and now you smell weird, and there's all of these things.
Okay.
And I think in the basement, Ianto just says to Brenna, you saved my life.
And I think as she hears the bones popping, just as a precaution, she just gets the silver sword. She leaves it in the sheath. She just like unbuckles it and just sets it across her lap as she's kind of like sitting on the bed, back leaning against the wall. Because she doesn't know how much control he has in the form, or what's going to happen. And so yeah.
This is coming from that one. Okay.
Yep.
Not good. It's not good. There's no bonus to intimidation from that on that sheet.
Yeah, that's you're still whispering rolls, by the way, but that's okay. I can see them. One of them kind of slinks back a little to kind of move forward, as if to kind of be like, well, you're a badger, we're wolves, we can kind of coexist and I can work around you. Not expecting anything. You're not intimidating. But there's this moment of like animal movement. They're intrigued by you at the moment.
Well, I mean, I tried to warn them, so the rest is of the intentions are not my own after that.
Yes.
So he would, be lost in the bloodlust, in the...
Gonna murder these damn wolves off your lawn.
This is what happens when you're on somebody's lawn. You know what I mean? Like, you just
Damn
don't
straight.
do that.
You
It's
just
rude.
yeah.
Go ahead and make your first attack.
What would the attack be in this?
Brawling.
There's a okay.
Wait, hold on. I did this whole thing. Yes, I did a whole thing. They're complicated things that happened because of this.
Yes.
There are rules for this.
Mm-hmm.
Brawling or melee?
Okay. All right. The first one on the first wolf would be to make an example, so that would be a strong strike.
Mm-hmm. Brawling, if you're intending to, like, melee is if you're intending to bite them, sort of. Brawling for slashy.
Okay. Claws. I mean, the bonus is the same. Is it? Yeah, the bonus is the same.
Bonus is the same, yeah. But that's the theoretical difference.
Okay. Nineteen.
Oh, shit. This is gonna be a deadly crit.
Okay.
With a 4, that's a deadly crit. Would you like to deadly crit this? How would you like to kill this wolf?
So sure, like at first glance to wolves, not intimidating. It's, you know, really like, but with his approach and then with his uplifted arm and his claws extending out, you could see like the huge nails and the stoutness of, like, from the arm to the torso area being somewhat humanoid. The sinew is still there as the hair has not fully overtaken it. So the claw just comes down into the wolf's, like, abdomen, and the nails like sever the spinal cord of the wolf and continue to go through the torso, just shredding it. Now it looks like when you were a kid, you would shove Play-Doh in that one thing and press it down, and now you have like 8 little things of Play-Doh. That's what happened to this wolf.
Yeah, this wolf is messy, and now his buddy is gonna try and eat. The other one who backed up and wasn't sure, he ran. He just broke and ran. This other one is like, no, you, my friend, with a 12.
Okay, I'm gonna try to not in my house.
Not in your house, not on your lawn, you know.
Correct. I'm gonna try to. Can I use my claws to parry?
Yes, they're a weapon. And for a 19, yes, you do parry. So he is staggered.
And if I can come back with another strong strike, so like swipe out of the way and then come down with all my weight on him again. A very similar attack to the first one.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a roll bonus to stagger?
No, he takes a penalty.
Okay.
He takes a -2 to his attacks and defense until the start of his turn. Oof.
Nope. That's a fumble. Let me roll the fumble.
So a
13.
13. You still beat him. And wait, that's a crit.
Even on a fumble. All right. The Badger Man can.
Gosh.
And for the crit, do we have to roll
crit.
intensity?
A simple crit. It's just a simple crit because you beat by 7. So he takes 3 damage right away, and then roll 2d10. Or 2d6, excuse me.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong command. 8.
8. You knock his tooth, like when you come down on him, you knock his own tooth as he was trying to go to bite you out of the way, and he gets lodged in his jaw, kind of like crack it, but the jaw, so it's a foreign object, and in causing the wound, and will cause infection, and he is recovery and critical healing are quartered, but that really doesn't mean anything. The important there is the extra damage. Roll your damage, please, sir.
You got it. For gear and inventory. So these claws are a weapon, correct?
Yes, there should be a weapon. Didn't I put it in there? Like, I thought I put...
It's just unarmed.
No. God dang it. No, so it's, no, sorry. It should be, it's gonna be, it's 3d6, because it's the same as the wolf. Or the warg, actually. The wolf is only 2d6. The warg was 3d6.
8.
8 and 3 is 11. You do some serious damage to him. He is not looking good. He looks a little rough.
Can I burn stamina for another attack after a strong strike? I'm going to do that. And this time, he's going to go for the bite, and the bite is going to try to encompass the neck area of this wolf in an attempt to end it. Okay. $25.
That's a deadly crit. How do you kill this thing?
Oh my gosh.
There's not enough hit points to get him through the deadly crit.
He's going to bite down on the area between the head and the shoulder, and he's going to pin it down with his thick, stout, clawed arm and just rend the head from the body of the wolf and like spit it down and just begin feasting on the remains of this wolf, like shoving his head like through, so it's just like caked in blood everywhere, just ripping it apart, and then all of it, like it's time to eat. And then with all the scents from the warg and then the wolf after that, as the corpse is just lying there after he's had his fill, he puts his nose up to the air, and the hunt has begun. And he begins on his knuckles.
D4.
You got it. 3.
You run and you hunt and you track. You'll end up tracking down 3 of these wolves. Not all of them, but 3 of them. They ran away from town, so you're tracking them away from town, which is good. But as the night passes...
Can I say something to my sister in the basement? You know, I've known him for, I don't know.
20-something years? Yeah.
About that? Yeah.
You told me.
Did I tell you where I first met him?
Mm-mm.
It's in the woods. And, I was bleeding. And alone. I was not in a good way.
Tragic. She's got her eyes closed, but you can tell she's listening and she's awake because it did not knock her out.
The love of my life died. Was murdered in front of me by a manticore. And I was burning his body. I wasn't doing well. And he came upon me and he saved me. I would have died. I would have died from blood loss. I would have died from them. There were wolves out there. But they were probably werewolves or wargs or something, because the witch medallion just kept buzzing. And
It was a Witcher?
yeah. It was. And he took care of me. He didn't take advantage of anything. or anything like that, people often take advantage, you know? When somebody's wounded or weak or stupid, people take advantage, and
Not everyone, just...
a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
Some more than others.
Some more than others. But he didn't. And he kept me safe, and he didn't take advantage, and he's always been like one of the only people I could actually trust.
He seems a decent fellow, and she'll just kind of lift up the silver. This is just for self-defense. So you return in a very angry Wolverine badger state and want to murder us.
Yeah. Brenna, I'm not a bad person.
I never said you were.
No, I just want you to hear it from me. Well, suppose it'd be harder for me to do my job now, eh? It's funny.
Well, you're not the only one, so...
No, you and me. But I don't think I could do.
I'd imagine people would still buy jewelry, though.
Yeah, bet they would. But that's not my job.
Veils are very in fashion in some places.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I mean, I just want you to know that
Have you never gotten a scar before?
No.
Oh. And I think she will pull off her glove off of her other arm, and you will see it's just got all sorts of scars and marks going up, which is why she wears the high glove. It looks like maybe something had teeth or claws and or acid or fire. It's hard to tell. It's not pretty, though.
What'd they do to you? What happened?
It's just, you know, Vitrovark happens. That is just disarmed. Scars are not the end of the world. People will still find you attractive.
See, that's the thing, though, isn't it? When you love someone, you don't care about things like that. But when your job is to be desirable, it's a little bit different.
It's some people's thing. Mr. Brothel owner, jewelry man.
Yeah. Well.
And you would hear on that the sound of a very angry Wolverine badger thing ripping apart.
Badgerine. It's a badgerine.
Badgerine.
Yeah,
badgerine.
It's like, it's kind of like a cross. We're gonna go with it's actually a werewolf rain. It's fine. Ripping apart a couple of wolves, and then they don't really howl. There's like a shriek, sort of, and it runs off. And the hours. There you go. See, like that. I am duly impressed that can happen on command.
More Wolverine.
The hours pass, and slowly you hear the sun. Well, you don't know. You think the sun might be rising, but that's where we're gonna have to pick it up next week. How we all doing?
Oh boy!
Metal.
I apologize for that power loss in the middle. I will make sure that does not happen again. I would love to thank all of our donations for. Thank you. Bryce, for your wonderful donation to the art fund. I know it's a cliche and an earworm, but toss a coin to your Twitcher. Oh, chat room of plenty. Oh, chat room of plenty.
I'm glad I didn't finish the description for the artist, because I have to change it now. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Welcome to Witcher. Thank you,
Yeah.
Coldrake, for that donation. Thank you, your anonymous donor, for that huge donation. Thank you, Trooper, for making it an even number and giving us some more donation. Thank you, New in Town. We welcome. We hope you all had fun. Welcome to Witcher Combat, y'all.
Love it, y'all.
The last Witcher game we were in, someone got beheaded.
It's true. It did happen.
First move of the first combat.
Yeah.
And then in this combat, Lindy got her arm beheaded.
Yeah. And I got my face disfigured.
Oh, you poor thing.
He got his face
But
flesh
Brenna has
beheaded.
very little sympathy. Actually, with a 3 empathy, she has no sympathy
Yeah,
for you.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
just trying to be nice.
Yeah, right. But
Which
what you don't
is
understand-
very considerate of her, considering the situation.
Yeah. But see, there's an equivalency. You're like, oh, I'm a Witcher. I need my arm. And I'm like, I am a person.
A
who
brothel
needs-
owner, jewelry seller, your face is fine.
It's not all I do for a living, but it's fine. It's fine. I do other things that I need my face. I need my face.
I mean,
Don't understand.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's only you're down to only -1 on your seduction. All the other penalties are gone.
You
It
just
was
have to
like
allocate your luck properly.
It was like a -3 on everything for a while. I was like, oh, I'm bleeding out of the face. It's gonna be really hard to convince people to make out with me and then give me all their money. Like, it's gonna be real hard for that one right there. Not that I would do that.
What?
Not that I would do that.
But we're going to go around and let everyone tell you all the wonderful, fabulous things that they do, because they're all wonderful, fabulous people. And in this time, we'll go in reverse order. Hey, Trooper, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being scratched across the face.
I was like, I need to get the snap camera filter out now before it's too late.
See, this is why I just have red lipstick.
Oh yeah,
You
just
think
like,
you can just...
But wait, before we do this, I want to shout out all the props to Billy, because in the last 2 games that I have run with him, in a split second, he has gone from fabulous looking Billy to fucked up in the face.
yeah. He does that.
And he, in with beautiful makeup and very impeccable. It was good. But now you, Trooper. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm Trooper SJP, and you can find me at Trooper SJP, which is my Twitch channel. The big thing I've got is I'm running Cthulhu Confidential on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern on my channel, which is Noir Cthulhu, 1 player, 1 GM, and it's the first episode, One for the Money, and it's by Pelgrane Press, and you should watch it. It's very cool. We've got Algernon Bolden, who works for Harebrained Schemes. He worked on BattleTech, being our detective. 1941-42. It'll be really good, so you should come watch that. And then let's see, today is Wednesday. The next time you can see me will be on Friday at 1 p.m. for Aether's Walkway, where Lindy and I play. We were almost engaged, but then my character faked his death,
And
which I kind of
then
think
you ghosted her.
it's not ghosting, because ghosting is way better. Because with ghosting, you're just like, bye. But with like faking your death, it's like, I'm dead. I feel like it's way worse. I just feel like it's way worse to fake your death than like, I feel like it's way more traumatic. Anyway, I was I fake my death. So you can find me on Friday at 1 p.m. Over at Laugh Love Lindy's channel, as a matter of fact, for Aether's Walkway. And today I learned, right? So we learned various things. And today I learned, so last week I learned that, oh, right, actually, if my boyfriend's father is the king of Redania and my sister's father is the king of Redania, that means they're related to each other. And that was the thing I learned last week. This week I learned that Ianto doesn't like having people lie to him, but he likes to lie to people, and that makes him have feelings, like complicated feelings, because doesn't feel good when people lie to you. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like if people.
At least you're having feelings about it now, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of busy. I just got my face slashed up, so I should not think about it. So I'm not going to think about it. So anyway, so just don't like it when people lie to you. It's kind of rude. But whatever. Anyway, I'm going to keep lying to my boyfriend for 3 years. It's cool. And just keep doing that. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. And so Billy's amazing. That's the first thing I got to say. Billy's great. I loved his transformation. I love the moment at the door. Ardzo. And then and then also of course Lindy. I love Lindy's like, I am a Witcher and I have 3 empathy. Right, but also she's just so badass in combat. Like she beat someone to death with a sword in the arm that was ripped off of her body. Like how cool is she? Like I don't even know what to say. And then also Prax, so great. Prax is awesome. First off, Prax does NPCs very well, of course, but Prax does like brutal combat really well. And then Prax just gives you like evil faces, which makes you go, what's gonna happen? And then it's so good because you're like, what? And then you have lots of feelings. And then like she'll just do little things like, oh yeah, I put your name on the deed. And I was like, oh gosh darn it, this makes the lying harder. Thanks, Prax. By the way, love it. I love a little bit of torture. It's good. That's all I gotta say. That's me. I'm done. Just giving love. And also chat, love you too.
Thank you all. That was Trooper. Thank you again, Trooper. I appreciate it. We all approve. Hey, Lindy. How are you?
I was muted. Hi, I'm fine. How are you? Because I feel like no one asks you that. So how
are you?
I'm actually doing okay. I'm doing okay. A little busy, running games, playing games, doing other things.
Understandable.
Also, making sure that I attempt to kill all of my players. It's fine.
Of course, yes.
In the best possible ways. I mean, like, I was not really expecting the 2 of you to go out to Ardzo's. And I had things planned for what would happen when you went out to Ardzo's. And then I was like, oh, well, you're going to do this.
Hey, I'm just saying it was my brother's idea.
I wanted to get you materials to fight bad guys.
Yeah,
And I also wanted to find out why he was lying to me earlier.
I think that was the bigger reason. But, it's okay. It's fine. But anyways, Javik's gonna be real happy when we ride into town with me dragging a warg behind Confidant, because it's not getting butchered. It's just getting a rope around it and being dragged back into town.
How happy do you think he's gonna be exactly?
If it's still intact, because remember that Werewolverine did kind of have some mess around with it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I just tasted it.
I fucked up the wolves. I got the scent off the warg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Javik will be like, here you go, Javik. Brenna's gonna be a little grumpy for a little while. But I feel like that's understandable. If you don't have a grumpy Witcher at some point, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
So, you can find me online at because I'm Lindy, at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a decent number of tabletop RPGs. You can find me every Tuesday jamming some Ravenloft, which we're not in like a terrifyingly spooky campaign, and I let 3 of them be bard NPCs, so it's kind of just comedy horror at the moment. But there's a lot of political intrigue going on that they have not realized yet, and I can't wait for them to figure that out. So there's that going on. And then on Fridays, there's Aether's Walkway with Trooper, where we're finally reunited in game after, like, just months of not being, so I could finally figure stuff out and yell at his character.
Yeah. The last time we met, she slapped me in the face, and then I got
cried
teleported away.
in the bathtub with a bottle of whiskey, and then he got teleported away.
Yeah.
So
we couldn't finish the conversation.
I couldn't even finish. Yeah, or more slaps. One of the, or both. Whatever. And then on Sunday, I will be here for Blue Rose, because that's exciting. Where I play Revka. She is just a nice Vada Shah fighter. Everything's fine. Everything's great. She knows so many people, and it's
Very
a
social.
dandy time. She's so social. She knows so many people.
I feel like that's not true.
You don't know that.
I have a character with a mask right over there. I feel like I do know that.
You maybe not don't know that. Maybe you do. I don't know. She met some friends in town last episode. It's fine. It's great. Everything's fine.
Did you hit
yeah.
them?
What? No, we had like tea.
Oh.
Basically, they poured me a beverage. We hung out. We chatted about the good old days. And then
Nice.
while everyone else is talking to a pig, so I feel like she's doing great. But yeah, follow me. Mondays in Exandria will be picking back up in a couple weeks, but with our new adventure in Ark, Wanderlust and Wildmount, so you don't have to know anything about it before hopping in. It's like a brand new campaign. So yeah, check it out. It's all good stuff. And check out these wonderful, beautiful people and their lovely faces, because they're also good stuff.
Yes, all wonderful, all fabulous, can't wait to see what happens with Revka on Sunday. There's just a lot of things, but we'll talk about that later. Hey Billy, how are you? Fabulous. I want you to know, I love this character so much. I love Ardzo.
And I chose nothing about it. It's the crazy part.
Did you get like the werewolf,
I chose the
badger thing
Completely
accidentally?
rolled randomly.
Like you
That's the cool thing about this system is like I built this story around.
To be fair, can I give a small spoiler? Now that this has come up.
I mean,
you can roll having a curse in your life path.
I see.
And then he rolled what type of curse, and then I tweaked things to make it even better because.
But I didn't have control, so like I'm like, hey, I want this to be like the embodiment of chaos. Let's just go boom, 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 boom. Prax had an idea. I was cool with it, and it was, it's like I love this character more than I think any character I've played because of that, and because it's his ability to weave in and out of like all this stuff. He's got burdens. He's got massive great parts, a lot of which have yet to be revealed. But this is just a super cool experience. It's like kudos to Artel Sorian for doing this, because we just hung out one night and just rolled it out. My whole life story, all of this, and then you could just expand upon it. And that's one of the beautiful parts about this, is that this honestly is something that I would aim for in other campaigns, but would never really be able to achieve. But having to roll for it, and as a curse, like having to deal with it instead of just be like, I'm a superhuman. That's like, no, you're not. You're not even like, you're not immortal. But you've got this shit you have to deal with in this world that we all know and love. And I love the challenge of being able to play something like that effectively. So for all of you, I hope that explains some of my decisions from our backstories and interactions thus far, perhaps. But also, I really love making animal noises. A lot. Big fan. I love being given a challenge in a world to be able to build and still create relationships and still have good storytelling and not having a lot of control over the elements that you have, So kudos to Prax for allowing, for making this environment to allow it to happen. Kudos to Artel Sorian. Kudos for my fellow players who are forced to deal with it. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. And if you like internet stuff, I think this is the only thing I'm doing right now. Other than working and playing World of Warcraft sometimes. Been tossing around starting my own Twitch channel to stream World of Warcraft stuff and talk, because I don't really do anything else that's good. But I don't know, maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't, but if it does happen, you heard it here first. Yeah, that's it. I'm having a ball. Thanks for everything. Chat, thanks for being awesome. Thanks for contributing to our awesome art fund. And I'm beyond stoked to be a part of this.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you for all of the wonderfulness. Thank you for taking this little piece that I gave you and running with it, because it will be fabulous, and I cannot wait for y'all think you know what's going on with Ardzo? You don't know anything.
I just know that he's a were-badgerine.
I know that he's like my best friend.
Yes, this is true.
And also the party healer.
And it happens on New Moon. So I figured out, Brenna's like, I know enough to be like, when you come back. Or at least she thinks she does.
We'll see what happens. But hey, y'all, you know me. I'm at Dirgedominant on Twitter, or Prexgorth as Mia4. You see me around on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Also, I want to, again, thank everyone for the donations to the art fund. We are going to make sure, I need to get descriptions from everybody, but theoretically, we might have the art for next week. Fingers crossed, see what happens there. But if you want to check out the VODs, or you missed something, or you kind of are confused by what happened in our crappy break that happened because my internet shit out, we have a YouTube. There are all the VODs go up there. Everything is on there. Everything is organized because I have an OCD problem and put up, you know, playlists of all of the things, all the playlists. Also, should just open up in a new tab for you, Trooper.
Well,
like
but
all the other tabs.
My default browser would, if I just clicked on it, would bring up the other browser, the one that has like a couple hundred tabs. And so I just have to like copy the link so it's in this browser, which only has some tabs.
Trooper, close.
Don't do it, Trooper. Embrace the life. Tabs. You and me, buddy. We're siblings.
You know, I will, you know, I'll shut down 1 or 2 tabs at some point.
You can also find me if you want to see me do weird things. You can find me on Fridays over on Wandering DM for some Cyberpunk, which is another great art Telstorian product. Trins is a great person. She's so happy and bubbly and nice, and you know, it's great. And then you can be back here on Sunday for episode 2 of The Romance of the Blue Rose. And yes, Revka will be fine. Last week it was The Magical Mind of Pigs, because people decided to talk to pigs extensively.
Interrogate. It was really.
And it was, but that is a wonderful system if you like high romantic fantasy. It was beautifully done, and I can't wait for everyone to see. There's some dark things going on in this town. You know, magic going awry. You'll never know. We'll see what happens. But I need from you guys in chat, while we figure out what's going on, I need a title recommendation for tonight's episode. Because last week was Bread and Revelations, and I don't think that really works this time, or something like that.
Healthcare costs an arm and a leg.
I mean, you only lost the arm.
That's true. An arm and a face.
Oh, gosh.
Thoughts?
Where chickens.
Where chickens.
Where chickens.
Ooh, I like that, Bill. Salves and Solace.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
I like how Billy's being polite and typing them out, and Trooper and I are just
right?
like, where chickens? Like,
She said in chat, I wanted to be a part of. I'm a part of chat too.
I'm glad you could follow instructions, Billy, because sometimes some of us, Trooper and I are just bad.
Ooh.
We're just
Lies and
Voltron.
Limbs is also a good one.
Lies and Limbs. Lies and Limbs and Salves and Solace. Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. All right.
Whenever you get ideas, I'm very worried, usually.
Lawns and basements. I just saw that. Lawns and basements.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite. Lawns and basements. Get off my lawn.
And get into my basement.
I feel that, by the way, Billy, I think you now understood my pain for most of the Witcher campaign, the last Witcher campaign we were in. God damn it, go through the goddamn fucking portal.
Yep. I mean, you don't understand until you get it from the other side, fully.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, I only took one turn
We didn't know you were a were-creature.
Yeah.
So I have to protect the healer and the jewelry salesman because they are poor, defenseless civilians.
And also I am. Like I have a 0.
Yeah, also, yes, Ianto seemed fairly defenseless.
But I do have athletics, so I can reposition. I can be like, oh, not the face.
I like that one, Lysander, disarmed and disillusioned, but I think that might be a spoiler.
Oh.
We're gonna.
That's true.
That might be a little bit spoilerly, but
Do you like lawns and basements?
you do like lawns and basements.
You would.
I
We
do.
will see you next week for some more Witcher fun, everyone. Until next time.